Indiana talked about feeling excitement to have the intimacy of just their small group of fans feeling like they're playing in a road environment. Huskies win the tip. UConn had to battle to hold off UCF in that second round win. Shot 29%, their lowest ever in a tournament game, never mind a win. Nelson Adota into Edwards, knocked away by Mackenzie Holmes. And here comes Cardano Hillary.
Both teams starting out in a man-to-man, and you heard Andrea at the beginning of the telecast how stingy both defenses are, and they both go inside. Indiana able to convert.
Mackenzie Holmes on the little floater. Taking a look at our Capital One starting lineups. For UConn, Edwards, Williams, Bueckers, AZ Fudd, the freshman, and Olivia Nelson Adota, the senior. Nelson Adota couldn't finish it. Good D there from Goulbay, who's really been playing well. She starts with Holmes, Berger, Patberg, Cardano Hillary. Patberg able to lay it in, and a good start for Indiana.
Indiana's done a really nice job. First getting the ball inside, and then Patberg attacking off the bounce.
Patberg in her 7th season playing collegiate basketball. No eligibility left after this. Fudd working into the paint, knocked away. Edwards couldn't handle. Cardano Hillary dishing to the corner. Patberg bounced it out of bounds, and Indiana gives it away. This is an Indiana team with tons of experience. Went to the Sweet 16 a season ago. It was the first time they had ever done so in a 64-team format. As fouls called here against Indiana.
This is the defensive energy we're talking about. Look at the slide, cutting off the baseline and then creating a turnover. It's the little things on defense that make a difference, Rebecca.
And you just saw Cardano Hillary with a little poke away for Paige. Bueckers, now an offensive foul. We've seen this called a ton so far this season and in the tournament. The illegal screens away from the ball.
Foul called on Bueckers, her first. Already 3 UConn turnovers here against Indiana. Cardano Hillary. Get in and out to Berger. Goulbay to the reverse. Couldn't finish it. Loose ball. Fudd. What an astute tap from Fudd over to Bueckers. AZ Fudd dishing it out. Was open in the corner. Williams didn't get it back to her. And Fudd is lethal from 3. Nelson Adota, the easy finish.
Indiana's defense makes things difficult. You see how quickly they're able to help, how quickly they can recover.
This is the first time these two teams have ever met. Cardano Hillary, that's going to be an offensive foul on Cardano Hillary.
This is when Aaliyah Edwards is at her best, is when she is active defensively. She is terrific on the offensive glass here. She's got great mobility for a big player, able to cut off the driving lane.
Keandra Brown into the game for Indiana as Holmes gets an early breather. Holmes missed 8 games in the middle of the season with a knee injury. Bueckers too strong, and Patberg the rebound. Brown dealing with a hip issue herself as Patberg money in the mid-range.
Really nice job by Patberg because Christyn Williams had a nice contest.
Patberg 4 times has been an all Big Ten honoree. She's 3rd all-time in IU in assists, 9th in points. That's too strong from Williams. Cardano Hillary pushing with Patberg. Pull-up jumper is good. Gino Auriemma was very concerned about Indiana in the mid-range.
For good reason. I mean, this is a team that can really pull up and score the basketball. They've done a nice job limiting Connecticut in transition. That was one of the huge keys for Terry Morin.
Bueckers pull up short.
And in case the scorers table didn't see that it went in.
Paige lets him know.
Yeah.
Straight on three, no good for Goulbay. Missed it right.
Indiana's done a good job pushing pace when they can and getting a defensive board, looking the other way. Cardano Hillary using quickness. You get the defense on their heels, boom. You can hit the shot. And then Paige Bueckers says, all right, I got a little mid-range of my own.
Edwards, face-up is good. After a slow start to the season, Aaliyah Edwards rounded back into the form we saw in her freshman campaign.
Yeah, just went back to doing the little things, the hustles, the offensive boards, the gritty defense.
8-6 Indiana, the early lead on UConn in this Sweet 16 matchup. Goulbay on the attack, gets the lane and lays it in.
Indiana's done a really nice job of that. You know, just driving by UConn defenders as they kind of lunge out and get out of the stance.
Chloe Moore-McNeil in off the bench for Indiana as Bueckers doesn't get the roll. Nice box out there from Brown. Here's Moore-McNeil. Giving it up. Pat Bird. Circling, dishing, Moore-McNeil, a three, off the mark. The rebound secured by Edwards.
There's a lightning pace to this game.
Yes. If you went to the kitchen to get graham crackers, you've missed the first quarter. Williams lays it in. It's the only acceptable snack that you can get.
How did you choose grams?
My dad's go-to. Held ball will take us to break. Good action early. 6 minutes into the first. It is just incredible when you look at what this team has done under Gino Auriemma. 15 straight Elite Eights, 13 straight Final Fours.
Still wondering why they were driving on the left side of the road.
They were, overseas.
Okay.
Goulbay on the follow gets it to go. A lot of continuity with this Indiana team. Mackenzie Holmes back in. Brown goes to the bench. UConn goes to their bench as well as Dorka Juhas comes in. Bueckers aggressive early and hitting again.
Yeah, since her return from injury, she's been much more looking to get her teammates involved than she has been looking for her own offense, but that's not been the story here early in this game.
Heard Holly talk about how Paige yesterday said she's not going to be last year's Paige Bueckers. She knows that. Goulbay needs some help. Bueckers comes up with a steal, hits the floor, 5 to shoot. Berger ends up getting space and laying it in. The broken play results in 2.
How about the poise from Indiana early in this game? They have so much experience. They've been in this moment before. They're in front of a large, hostile crowd. Hasn't made a difference.
Last year went to their first ever Elite Eight, Holly. As that three drops in for AZ Fudd. And Paige Bueckers grabbing at her left knee as she is helped up. Paige limping over towards the UConn bench, and we will obviously keep an eye on that as Paige undoes her brace and grabs at that left knee. Cardano Hillary hits the jumper, another mid-range for Indiana. All eyes are going to be on Paige Bueckers right now, getting taped back up. Juhas, too strong. That's going to be a foul against Mule on the rebound. Let's take one look at this. Paige Bueckers defensively here, going down on the deflection, and then grabbing her knee and grimacing on the floor. Let's check in with Holly.
And guys, they quickly just added an extra level of kinesio tape. It's a supportive tape that helps stop inflammation as well. The athletic trainer quickly applied that, and Paige is back ready to check in. You know, we did talk to her extensively about her decision to play. She said, I talked to my parents, I prayed about it, and I just wanted to get back on the court after 82 days off. And so this is still a risk for her. She's ready to come back in.
Yeah, Holly, it was really interesting. Paige talking about navigating so many different voices in her ear at first when she got hurt, and finally going back to her faith and her parents and the fact that she loves to play. Meanwhile, Mackenzie Holmes has been terrific to start this game as UConn a little too strong on three. Berger collects the rebound, put it down behind the back in traffic. That's a no-no. UConn can't finish. Another chance for UConn. Buries the three. She's dynamite from downtown.
Here Indiana continue to look into Mackenzie Holmes because that last collect, gather, and finish was extraordinary.
Pat Berg squeezes it to the corner. Fudd's second three, the #1 recruit in this year's recruiting class. How about Pat Berg short on a triple? Pat Berg does not often fire effectively from three when you comp it to her mid-range. Under 33% from downtown. Williams able to finish. And UConn ties it, a chance to take the lead. Williams, bucket plus the foul.
AZ Fudd continues to be efficient from the perimeter. First the miss from UConn's. Christyn Williams passing it back out. Missed layups were a real problem for Connecticut against Central Florida. And then here you go, Christyn Williams saying, all right, I'm not going to miss mine.
First foul on Mackenzie Holmes. Williams, number 11 right now in our ESPN WNBA mock draft. Completes the three-point play. First Connecticut lead. They're on a 6-0 run. Talking to Williams yesterday about how, because Bueckers was out, she had to spend so much time at the point guard position, but that it's actually aided her playmaking on the wing now with Bueckers back. How about that setup from Berger, unable to finish? But gorgeous handle.
Connecticut now with a smaller lineup. Westbrook there with the basketball is essentially their four.
Off Mahomes and out of bounds. Last hit Indiana. Another chance here for UConn. Mackenzie Holmes and Pat Berg will both get an early start in the end of first quarter break. More McNeil in for Indiana. Nika Mule, denial on Nelson Adota from Berger within the foul.
What a beautiful pass by Mule.
Mule has been such a key contributor for UConn. Gino Auriemma just glows when talking about the toughness and the importance of the sophomore from Croatia. An 8-0 UConn run. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Berger gives it up. Cardano Hillary puts it up. Williams the rejection. 0.3 of a second to go in the first. That'll do it for the first quarter of this Sweet 16 matchup. UConn uses an 8-0 run to take a 3-point lead at the end of the first. We'll talk with Indiana head coach Terry Morin when we get...
Welcome back to Bridgeport, here with Hoosiers head coach Terry Morin. And coach, how do you like the composure of your group to start this game with this hostile atmosphere?
Well, I love it. You know, I think it's going to be a fast-paced game. You know, two teams that really love offense, but also two teams that love defense as well. But right now, I love where we're at.
You've been able to get it inside to Mackenzie Holmes. How is she operating efficiently?
Well, she's been terrific. We just got to get into her more, I think. You know, that's what we're getting ready to talk about. We got to get the ball inside.
Thank you so much.
Well, Mackenzie Holmes has looked terrific, Rebecca, so I can understand why Terry Morin would want to go to her a little more as we check out our game track brought to you by Adidas. Both teams shot it well in that first quarter. Big quarters from Christyn Williams and AZ Fudd, and Indiana doing its work in the paint.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how impressive both of these teams are on the defensive end of the floor, and they have been. They have just been efficient offensively as well, and Indiana's gotten the ball into Holmes, but they've also done a really nice job getting paint touches on dribble penetration. What's helped UConn a lot so far in this game is getting to the offensive glass. Terry Moran told us yesterday one of the things they had to do is keep Connecticut from getting those second chances.
Paige Bueckers back in for UConn. Obviously, a big exhale from all Husky fans after Bueckers went down grabbing her left knee, which is the surgically repaired one in that first. Fudd, not that time. And a foul's going to go against Nelson Adota, which she can get herself into foul trouble sometimes. That's her first.
But if you're going to get a foul, go ahead, get it on, getting to the offensive glass. That's an energy play.
How online does every shot AZ Fudd takes look?
It looks so pretty.
It might be a little short or a little long, but it's going to be square to the rim. Cardano Hillary leaves it. Holmes out. Patberg in from three.
And smart for Cardano Hillary to go at Paige Bueckers, test her.
7 points for Ali Patberg. One of the all-time greats in the history of this Indiana program. Bueckers stops on a dime. Westbrook in the corner, airmails it. And Berger able to collect it. Look at Berger with the tight handle up the floor. Berger behind the back. Spin, dish. Cardano Hillary gets fouled by Mule.
Rebecca, we have to show some love to Nicole Cardano Hillary at the guard position. Look, shoulder on hip. That is how you attack a defender. And then it leads to the extra pass and the three, but it starts with that low attack on the drive.
Yeah, she has certainly been in attack mode. The entire Indiana team has. That's how they've gotten a significant amount of their points in the paint, including going to Holmes.
Mackenzie Holmes has footwork for days. It was funny when we talked with Terry Moran. She said, hey, we can't take any credit for the footwork of Mackenzie Holmes. She's had that her entire life. As that layup goes down for Ducharme, who had a stretch in the middle of the season where she was leading UConn in scoring on a very consistent basis.
Yeah, about 8 games where she was their best offensive player.
2-point UConn lead. Winner will face NC State Monday night. Westbrook off the steal. Avina Westbrook in for two. 12-3 extended run for UConn going back to the end of the first. Holmes gets a touch, but not a possession. Here's Bueckers. Zigging, zagging. Nelson Adota has the position. What a dish. Gorgeous feed from Ducharme to Nelson Adota.
Olivia Nelson Adota was open for a little while and held her position, and then it was all about her guard delivering on the money, right?
14-3 UConn runs, 6-point lead. Patberg tosses it into traffic. Goulbe, no. UConn playing with pace here in this second quarter.
They've been able to play with pace because they've gotten stops on the defensive end and can then push.
Mule. Bueckers straight on three. No, she's had some good looks. Been a little more aggressive offensively to start this game than we've seen since returning from the injury. Berger gives it back to Patberg. Her three is good. Ali Patberg has it going on. 10 points in this first half.
How about the 7th-year player?
Grabbing at her left shoulder. Still grabbing at it. 25 years old. Joked about having to keep up with 18-year-olds.
I don't know that she was joking.
Mule with an answer.
Nika Mule is out there because of her defensive prowess and intensity, and when she can give you 3 balls, it's a bonus for Connecticut.
Here's Berger. Patberg wants it. Patberg, pull-up jumper, money. Allie Patberg with 12 in the first half.
Smart for them to attack Ducharme on that end of the floor.
30-26, UConn in front. Second quarter action, Sweet 16. Bueckers committed to the air, was able to get it over to Nelson Adota. Bueckers on the attack, left it short. Rebound, Holmes. Here's Patberg, 3-on-2. Berger, Cardano, Hillary in the corner. No. Following it up, though, Cardano, Hillary, and that's going to be her second offensive foul as Nika Mule took the contact. See where Allie Patberg hurt that left shoulder, reaching in there and then grabbing at the left shoulder. But you know what? It didn't keep her from doing this.
Could hurt your left shoulder if you're a righty.
Still grabbing at it and grimacing. Patberg has all of Indiana's points in this second quarter.
Indiana now going with a zone look.
Edwards missed the layup.
Again, a problem in the last game for UConn. Missed layups.
Cardano Hillary kicked it over to UConn. Here is Williams, 3-on-2. Ducharme, make sure that layup goes down.
Christyn Williams is focused. She is focused on both ends of the floor. She got the tip the other way and then a nice wraparound to keep the break going.
She talked with us yesterday about how the book on her was she's been too inconsistent throughout her collegiate career. Her focus this season has been consistency. There has been much more of it this year for the talented Williams. Edwards on the rejection. Here's Fudd, pull up 3, you bet! Timeout, Indiana. UConn has its largest lead.
Azzi Fudd is pure, and this is why. Her form from the perimeter, she's smiling, crowd smiling.
All right, Al, we look forward to that. Good game here after a thriller to start things this morning with NC State coming back to beat an incredibly young and talented Notre Dame team in the final seconds to advance to the Elite Eight. NC State there for the first time since 1998 as Holmes gets fouled. And Mackenzie Holmes will go to the line to shoot 2. Guess what? We're going to step aside again just for a moment. The UConn fired up. A 14-5 run to build this 9-point second quarter lead. Seeking a 16th straight appearance in the Elite Eight.
Maybe that's me being bitter, but it was picture perfect from Reina Perez on the steal.
How about Drea talking that guard talk?
That's right. It was incredible watching the defense of Perez and Crutchfield down the stretch, coming up with big steal after big steal for NC State, who had their season ended by Indiana in the Sweet 16 a season ago.
Can I talk big talk now?
Of course.
Last time out, 2 timeouts ago, Indiana came out, little big screen, get Mackenzie Holmes the basketball. That's where they need to go when they need to settle in offensively.
First Indiana free throws of the game right there from Holmes. Edwards, no. Good job. Nelson Adota got up high to keep it alive for UConn. For Terry Moring-Tell Holly, offensive rebounding an issue. Edwards bangs in, gets rejected by Holmes.
What a beautiful pass, though, by Paige Bueckers to get it in there.
Here's Patberg. 12 points in the first half for Allie Patberg. Berger wants to get it to Holmes. Little screen and roll. Holmes able to find a seam and finish.
Just doesn't get knocked off balance. Hit each side. Keeps her balance, keeps her eyes on the rim. Impressive.
4 straight points from Indiana. Nice response out of the timeout. Williams has been sharp thus far. Williams will fire. No. Rebound. Fought for by Holmes. Won by Berger. Here comes Indiana. Papper. Bueckers has 2 fouls. Needs to play carefully a bit.
Indiana has had success when they've been able to switch sides of the floor and then attack the paint.
More McNeil. Bangs it in. There it is, partner. Holmes couldn't finish it, though. Hit the side of the backboard.
When Connecticut scores, they can extend their pressure, slow down Indiana, and it gives them less time to do that in the quarter court.
And Gino Auriemma actually slowed down Paige Bueckers there to run a set here for UConn. Edwards doesn't hit, follows it up, lost the handle, got it back, put it in.
When she's at her best, making the energy plays, in particular on the offensive glass.
Six offensive rebounds for UConn and a 7-point lead. Berger got a little too careless with it, and Edwards jumped the root and drew the foul.
You see the difference, though, when they're not able to switch sides of the floor.
The NCAA Men's Basketball Championship Elite 8 begins tonight with coverage beginning at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on TBS. For more information on game times and networks, go to ncaa.com. Westbrook, Nelson Adodo, Williams, Edwards, and Fudd are the 5 for UConn. Indiana with Goulbe, Patberg, Holmes, as well as Berger and Cardano-Hillary. You get that wet spot?
I need that guy for my kitchen.
4 kids, he'd be active all day.
All time.
Who's the messiest, Rose?
Steve.
Oh. Fudd already with 3 threes. Nelson Adodo bodies in, lifts up. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound from Edwards. Sets up Williams off on a 3. Another O-board from Aaliyah Edwards. An absolute terror on the glass. Fudd gets some space, missed it right. And that one will have no all rebound.
When you and I last saw Connecticut in person, it was December? Aaliyah Edwards was a different player.
Yeah.
She has gotten back to what makes her terrific, and that's just getting all over the old boards, being active defensively.
3-second difference, game and shot clock. Already 4 offensive rebounds for Edwards, who has 7 total. Cardano-Hillary letting it wind. Out to Berger. 3 to shoot. Berger into 2. Finds Holmes. Able to not flip it in, but did get the whistle. Oh, or did she? Everybody stopped. And it's out of bounds off of UConn. So interesting. Everybody stopped as if either the quarter was over or a foul was called.
I think the shot clock horn went off. Well, that was helpful.
It's going to be Indiana ball underneath with 1.3 to go in this first half. Holmes couldn't quite finish it. Looked like maybe she had gotten a whistle. And there was just a shot clock going off. It shouldn't have. It's just a live ball. Chance here in the corner. Goulbe got it to go at the end of the half. They'll take a look and make sure she got it off on time. But what a big momentum 3 from Alexa Goulbe to make it a 4-point game at the half. Let's see, Rebecca, did she get it off in time?
Looks like.
Looks like she did. Very close. Let's take one more look. Take a look at the light, the release. That is very close. AZ Fudd, a big first half. She's with Holly Rowe.
Well, AZ, I've seen you come around this UConn program for 3 years since you committed. You're finally in the UConn jersey in your first Sweet 16. How did that first half match your dream in your mind, the reality?
I mean, I couldn't even really begin to believe what it would feel like to be out here, but it's everything I could have ever hoped for. I mean, the crowd is amazing, and we're playing well, so I'm just really happy to be here.
You are playing well. Why is your offense clicking right now?
I think just everything we've been through this season, we're clicking right now, we're confident in each other, and I think that's the biggest thing. We believe in each other, and when we believe in each other, good things happen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Holly, we're going to take one more look at that three from Bull Bay and see, could it still be on her hand on the release? Let's see. There's the step back. .1. That is very tight. Remember, the bucket counted on the floor. Is there space? It looks like there's a little space between hand and ball. It's about as close as it gets. The officials are still taking a look. Wow. I think it's off her fingertips and out before it goes to triple zeros. This is so extraordinarily close. My goodness, Rebecca. Is there any chance it's still touching her hand on triple zeros? I mean, wow. It's off there. I think it's off.
I think it is too.
I think it's going to count by a frame.
What a shot.
Yep. That's when it's last on the hand, and then next it's still, yeah, I think that's going to count, Rebecca. Outstanding work from our director, Jimmy Platt, and our crew of the truck, as the officials taking a look at the same thing just to make sure. This obviously is a huge basket, Rebecca. Think about how much differently you feel if you're Indiana down 4 versus down 7.
Yeah, without question. An incredible job by Bull Bay to get the space to get the shot off. I think it's good.
I think it's good too.
And since it was called good on the floor, I certainly don't think you have enough to overturn it.
Right. I mean, the look back when it's still on her hand, you're out .1. Then when you put it one frame forward, it's off her hand when it hits triple zeros. The officials are still huddling. Nikki and Monica are chomping at the bit. They're there like, they're ready to go.
Don't worry, ladies, you'll still get all your time.
After video review, the call on the floor stands, a successful three-point basket.
All right, there you go. Huge three from Goulbe at the buzzer after nobody went for the rebound, and it gave Indiana the possession. Al Duncan, Monica, Nikki in the studio next. We welcome you back courtside. Ryan Ruocco alongside the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo, Andrea Carter, Holly Rowe here as well. Andrea, we saw UConn really use the offensive glass effectively in that first half.
Absolutely, Ryan. UConn had a significant advantage on the offensive glass. 8 offensive rebounds in that first half, and it's just effort. Look, no one checks Christyn Williams, and then she has the patience and the vision to find her teammate, AZ Fudd. And then on the shot, Mackenzie Holmes is creeping back. You've got to box out Aaliyah Edwards. That second effort, that energy on the offensive glass gave UConn the lead in the first half.
Let's take a look at our first half stats. They're brought to you by Geico.
And that was the difference in the first half. Indiana shooting 52%, but Connecticut 10 more field goal attempts. It hasn't been a result of turnovers as much as it has been the offensive boards for UConn.
UConn was able to fight off UCF in the second round and punch their ticket to a 28th straight Sweet 16. Meanwhile, Indiana just got by 11 seed Princeton to earn a trip to a second straight Sweet 16. Winner of this game will face NC State Monday night here in Bridgeport. Big three by Goulbe to just beat the buzzer at the end of the first half as Cardano Hillary had it spin out from deep. Indy had been 0 for 3 from 3 in the first. They were 3 for 3 in the second. And that's going to be a foul on Holmes, working on Nelson Adota, and that will be the second personal on Mackenzie Holmes.
It's been a physical ball game. You know, a lot of contact inside. The officials, for the most part, have let it go.
Here's Nelson Adota. Bueckers will fire and hit from 3, plus a foul. And will that foul go against Indiana? It will against Goulbe.
Aaliyah Edwards relentless on the offensive glass in the first half, and her pursuit gets her the foul on Goulbe.
So score the bucket, plus another chance, and Fudd nearly got it to go. Holmes is going to get hit with a foul now. That'll be her third as she wrapped up Nelson Adota.
Under inbounds play, Connecticut likes to get it back to the inbounder. Paige Bueckers hitting the three. Clearly, conversation Indiana at the halftime was, we got to keep them off the glass. The problem is they're fouling to do it.
Bueckers, no. Nelson Adota, offensive rebound. Able to finish. Holmes had to be careful now with 3 fouls.
But back-to-back fouls trying to box out the offensive players.
What Drea was documenting a few moments ago. 9-point game, UConn in front. Tapberg shovels, Holmes. The footwork is just divine, couldn't finish.
Olivia Nelson Adota does a fantastic job keeping her hands straight up in the air. When she was a younger player, Coach Oriam would tell her, if your hands go below your shoulders, I'm taking you out.
Oh, the give, the goal, the deuce.
Indiana worked a ton defensively yesterday in their practice, not giving up the backdoor cut. They didn't give up one in the first half.
They do there. 7-0 run. Cardano Hillary. Getting it back out. Patberg across her body, couldn't finish it. Fudd fingertips it over to Bueckers. UConn has started this third quarter with a purpose. Bueckers dips inside, lays it in. It's all Huskies to begin the second half. Timeout, Indiana.
Connecticut's so good when they can pass and cut. Backdoor, the give and go, and then this time Paige Bueckers gets it. Not quite your pizza pie.
There's been a reason to scream for Paige Bueckers as we check in with Holly.
Well, Indiana knows they've got to change the course of this game right now, and in their last huddle, Alexa Goulbe yelled down the line at her teammates and screamed, "Wake up!"
That's not the way to do it, Ollie, as Bueckers off the inbound lays it in.
Exactly. Plays like that. They're talking, Terry Morin with her group, about the importance of gang rebounding, being tougher on that low block and getting the ball into Mackenzie Holmes.
An 11-0 run for UConn, largest of the day. Goulbe with that key three at the end of the first half. Indiana hasn't scored since. It's been all UConn to begin the third. Williams, another layup.
Indiana so eager to get things done on the defensive end is overextending. We didn't see that in the first half, and as a result, we've seen multiple times now here early in the third quarter, Connecticut getting to the paint.
17-point UConn lead, and another turnover from Indiana.
Extended defensive pressure by everybody. It's not just the guards, but Paige Bueckers comes up with the ball, gets the easy 2 for Connecticut. And then here, the back cut finishes inside. It's been a lot of easy paint points for Connecticut here in the third quarter.
13-0 Connecticut in the third, 6-0 on the glass. Bueckers has 7 in the frame. Williams, 2 more, and maybe 3.
Connecticut continues to be in attack mode here. Christyn Williams with the handoff and able to turn the corner on Patberg. Didn't look like much contact for a foul.
What have you seen from Williams this season, Rebecca?
I see a much more confident player who understands what her game is, and she has not shot the ball well in the NCAA tournament until today.
Fudd, extra feed, Bueckers, no. Loose ball on the floor, UConn has it. Another offensive rebound. Edwards storming in, can't finish it. Got the whistle, and it will be against who? Maybe Goulbe, and Goulbe's called for her third. Let's check in with Holly.
Guys, we actually saw Aaliyah Edwards play against UCLA in December. You've referenced it, and I'm just telling you, she is a different player right now. Absolutely different in her energy and her effort. Checking in with their strength and conditioning coach, Andrea Hootie, she said she cleaned up her diet. She's leaner, she's more aggressive, and that is showing up on the boards right now. Gino Auriemma brought Hootie in after being at Kansas, where she won a national championship with the men's team, and now here she is helping to refine these female athletes at UConn. Really great to see the effort pay off, because this is a different athlete we're seeing right now than we saw in December. Yeah, without question, and when you're in better shape, you can play with a different level of confidence, and she is an extremely confident young woman right now.
UConn a 20-point lead now in this third. A date with NC State Monday night here in Bridgeport is on the line. Cardano Hillary lays it in, and those are the first points of the second half for Indiana.
Yeah, and finally an opportunity to get by her defender, get a touch inside. Indiana had done that so well early in this game.
That's going to be an offensive foul. Brown fired up. Edwards gets whistled for it. And Indiana trying to find a little life.
Nice job by Brown here, stepping in. And last year, Gino Auriemma called Aaliyah Edwards a walking human offensive foul. She's done a little bit better this year.
Here's Cardano Hillary. Bounces it nearly away. Moore McNeil able to collect it. On the attack, how about the flip in from Allie Patberg?
A lot of contact too. She was hoping to get to the free throw line there. Patberg fired up.
14 for Allie Patberg. 4 straight from Indiana after UConn started the quarter on a 16-0 run. And a whistle against Moore McNeil, and UConn's going to shoot. Indiana over the limit already. So UConn will go to the line as Nika Mule check in for Paige Bueckers. Rebecca, I'm not sure in either game we've seen a team in the bonus yet until right now. Maybe just at the end of the fourth quarter, NC State was. We have not seen a lot of free throws on this floor today.
Yeah, well, there's been 4 really good defensive teams who know how to defend without fouling, and that's striking in particular because how both teams can attack the basket.
AZ Fudd knocks down both. 11 points for Fudd. Wes Moore, head coach of the Elite 8-bound NC State Wolfpack, getting in some early scouting. Cardano Hillary cutting amongst the trees, and a whistle. We'll step aside. 4:54 to go in the third. UConn an 18-point lead in this Sweet 16 matchup.
Welcome back to Bridgeport, where UConn has taken advantage of Indiana's energy on the defensive end. Look, the backdoor cut, a beautiful read by Christyn Williams, and then Paige Bueckers draws 2. That's an overextension with the defense. Christyn Williams reads it again. UConn, and specifically Christyn Williams, have been very locked in so far in this third quarter.
Indiana so disciplined defensively in the first half, so that wouldn't happen. They went over it and over it and over it yesterday in their practice.
But UConn has taken advantage here in the third quarter. A 12-2 edge in points in the paint. Bueckers back in for Indiana. She has been very quiet thus far. Just 2 points. Shot clock down to 6. Bueckers trying to create, fading away, and will hit. A welcome sign for Indiana. Bueckers, their leading scorer, averages more than 16 per game. And a foul on Cardano Hillary is going to put UConn back on the line. It's still to come today on ESPN at 4 p.m. Number 4 Tennessee takes on 1 seed Louisville, and then 6:30 10 seed South Dakota and 3 seed Michigan. The women's NCAA championship Sweet 16 today at 4 and 6:30 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
How about Louisville's Emily Engsler averaging 6 steals a game in the tournament?
We saw her have a monster game against NC State in a game that the Wolfpack came back to win in dramatic fashion at NC State. Mule missed them both. Holmes able to secure the rebound. And a foul here against UConn. Bueckers in for Mule. Gino shaking his head a little bit as Mule jogs by. Third foul on Nika Mule. It is being called decidedly more tightly in this third quarter than what we saw in the first half.
Absolutely feels that way, and when you're talking about the guards anyway.
Holmes wanted it, able to collect it. 7 to shoot, Cardano Hillary. 3 to shoot, trying to find space. Cardano Hillary gets the whistle against Williams and maneuvers her way to 2 free throws. Cardano Hillary, a transfer from George Mason, who was the all-time leading scorer there. A grad student now at Indiana. Part of that starting lineup that could be playing its final game as we check in with Holly.
Well, when you see her on the court, she is absolutely tiny, an undersized player, but she plays with so much heart. She's often called a gnat, a pest, annoying. Everybody that goes against her hates it because she is so relentless on defense. And when we asked her what she wants to be called, she said, it's just energy. I'm bringing energy to my team, and boy, does she ever.
Bueckers on the other end gets free for the layup. And Cardano Hillary has been such a nuisance defensively for guards. UConn finding a way around Indiana's defense in the second half.
Yeah, I would go with pest. That's the right description for her. But Indiana extended their defense, no problem for Connecticut. Westbrook using her size and vision to deliver a perfect dime.
Wow, I mean, this is being called so tightly now. It's just a dramatic difference from what we saw in the first half.
Look at Westbrook's eyes, always up. Wow, just perfectly delivered. And Aaliyah Edwards there to hold off the defense so Bueckers would not have her shot contested.
Foul was called on AZ Fudd, her first. Both teams were in the bonus, so Bueckers at the line.
It doesn't feel like the players are playing differently to me. It just feels like it's being called more closely.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I think it's fair. Bueckers missed them both. Bueckers, 79% free throw shooter. 2 big misses there. 17-point UConn lead. Connecticut in an astounding 28th straight Sweet 16. Bueckers, that's going to be an illegal screen on Edwards.
She started rolling too soon, and she didn't need to because Bueckers had the space when she came off of the screen. Connecticut's initial action was to just end up here, so yeah, she just left too soon, and Patberg gets smushed.
Second foul on Edwards. It always feels like a good day when you can get smushed into the broadcast.
Always.
Bueckers gets free and lays it in.
Good job by Bueckers with AZ Fudd on her attacking. We saw her hit the fadeaway a little bit ago, and then nice job there off the dribble.
Bueckers, leaning jumper, No. Nice box out there from Holmes. Might have caught a piece of Edwards. Here's Patberg lobbing it in. Goulbe saves. Bueckers will fire. No. She's taken just 24 threes now on the season. 6 for 24. She's just incredible inside the arc. Bueckers. Ducharme, ball fake, attack, nothing there. Nice D from Holmes. Oh, look at the steal. Westbrook read it the whole way. A race to the rim, and Westbrook wins it.
Connecticut's depth. There are times this season where they had none, and it's been playing a factor here in the tournament.
17-point UConn lead. Gino Auriemma says everybody has a thing they got to bring about that depth. And a travel here from Indiana.
Evina Westbrook has experience as a starter for Connecticut this year. Now she's coming off the bench and making her presence felt as she scores here. Connecticut 11-0 in terms of bench points.
Fudd, Edwards, Bueckers, Ducharme, and Westbrook. Here's Fudd. Ducharme had it deflected. Cardano Hillary running with Patberg. 2-on-1. Patberg gives it back, and Cardano Hillary finishes.
Indiana's going to need a lot more of that. Stop defensively and then quick score the other way, down 15.
Final 48 seconds of the third quarter. Here's Fudd. Had it stripped for a moment. Now Bueckers. Dumping it inside, knocked away, loose ball. UConn still has it. Fudd straight on three. No. Looked like Edwards pushed Bueckers. She did. And that's going to be number 3. I believe Annalie Edwards it is.
Just relentless, Aaliyah Edwards. Yeah, absolutely a foul, but it's because she's in constant pursuit of the basketball. It wears you down, too. If you're trying to box out a big physical player like that all game long, it is tiring.
Bonus situation, so free throws for Bueckers, who missed a pair a moment ago. Wears number 34 because of Paul Pierce, and jokes about how she has an old man's game in the mid-range like Pierce did.
An old woman's game like Ali Patberg.
That's right. Bueckers hits them both. Shot clock turned off. UConn's lead was 4 at the half. They've had a big third quarter, led by as many as 20. Bueckers, 9 seconds left in the quarter. 6 seconds. Bueckers dishes out. Fudd. No. Loose ball. And now in the third. UConn outscores Indiana 22-13 in the frame. We'll hear from Gino Auriemma with Holly Rowe when we come back. A trip to the Elite Eight is on the line. Fourth quarter action is coming up next from Bridgeport.
Welcome back to Bridgeport here with Coach Gino Auriemma. And Coach, your team has set a tone on the glass. What really stood out there about how they're attacking?
Yeah, I think we're doing a great job rebounding the ball. Liv and Aaliyah have really done unbelievable work in there. And we're at our best, when we're driving the ball to the basket like we were at, the first 5 or 6 minutes of the third quarter. But when we get a big lead, funny things happen, All of a sudden there's a foul on every possession. So we got our work cut out for us, and this fourth quarter is going to be interesting.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter, and UConn with a 13-point lead. We've seen flashes of the old Paige Bueckers today, Drea.
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. You know, Paige told us, and Holly mentioned it, she said, I'm not going to be like last year's Paige right now, but we've seen that hustle, that heart, diving on the floor. She knocked her knee, was dealing with some pain, and then comes back firing, attacking the rim. I've experienced knee injuries before. It's hard to not think about it. Paige looks like it's not on her mind. She's just playing with a sense of fearlessness that you have to respect.
I've noticed that with Paige Bueckers every game in the 7, now 8 that she's been back from the injury, doing one thing or two things that test the knee and that make you a little bit more confident when you do something and say, all right, my knees could survive that. And you think about earlier in this game when she landed right on it and has been able to respond as well.
8th game back, 13 points thus far for Paige Bueckers. Ryan Rucco, the Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo, Holly Rowe, Andrea Carter. Appreciate hanging out with us. Second of 4 games on ESPN in our Sweet 16 slate today. NC State has already won as foul is called against Indiana. And they'll call it on Goulbe. That is her 4th.
Yeah, she was trying to bump the cutter and Paige Bueckers, but just completely stood her up, which you're not allowed to do. Bueckers cutting through the lane, gets a step on Cardano Hillary, and then just with the forearm.
Williams, oh, what a move. Christyn Williams, fancy feet.
She's looking extremely confident today. Efficient offensively as well, and her bread and butter is on the defensive end of the floor.
13 for the senior Williams. Berger gives it up. Holmes on the roll, gets denied by Bueckers, saved by Fudd. Here comes AZ Fudd. Pull-up jumper, short. And Pat Bird comes back for the rebound. Holmes facing up on Nelson Adota. And a foul is called on Olivia Nelson-Adota. That'll be her 3rd.
Gina Orema yelling at her, get your hands straight up. I mentioned it earlier in this game when she was a freshman and sophomore. She would come out if her hands came down below her shoulders. You see them up high now.
Patberg able to cash in. Allie Patberg now with 16 on 7 of 9 shooting. Will this be her final game in what has been an incredible collegiate career?
Really good today. She's been really good today.
Nelson-Adota raises up, maybe hit by Holmes, perhaps blocked, one or the other. 13-point game. Berger trying to spin away from the contact, wasn't able to save it. Indiana turns it over. So Leah Edwards will check in for Nelson-Adota for UConn. Now, one of the things Gino Auriemma talked to us about, Rebecca, was what a great mid-range shooting team Indiana is, but he said, as daunting as it is to defend them there, they also sometimes can be challenged when they fall behind by a lot because of how infrequently they use the three.
Yeah, they only make just under 5 threes per game. So Gino Auriemma frustrated here with that turnover. Connecticut needs to use the clock if they can't score early. Indiana doing what they need to do, getting stops defensively.
Cardano Hillary telegraphed it. Holmes gets fouled. Hey, on Sunday night, the first 2 of the Final 4 teams will be decided. 10 seed Creighton taking on 1 seed South Carolina at 7 Eastern. And then number 1 seed Stanford, 2 seed Texas at 9. The Women's NCAA Championship Elite 8, Sunday at 7 and 9 Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Mackenzie Holmes coming out for a breather. Indiana has not been able to get her touches here in the second half.
Now Westbrook gets hit with a foul. And that's already now 3 team fouls against UConn. Just 2 minutes and 7 seconds into the fourth quarter. Indiana could use points with the clock stopped. Berger. Moore McNeil lost the handle. Edwards comes up with it. Bueckers is fouled by Cardano Hillary, her fourth. Is Holmes going to check back in? She is, for Moore McNeil.
Indiana needs Cardano Hillary on the floor. She's got to make sure, needs her on the floor late. She has to make sure she does not pick up her fifth foul.
Did they just change that foul to Goulbe from Cardano Hillary? I don't believe. One of the stat monitors looks like they may have, but that wouldn't make much sense. I believe they both just have 4 fouls right now. Bueckers leaning in. Can't get it to go. Here comes Cardano Hillary. And she throws it away. Indiana getting sloppy with the basketball. You can see Patberg a little frustrated there.
Indiana shooting 51% on the game. 51%. They just need to have more possessions. The turnovers have hurt them. UConn's offensive boards have hurt them.
Edwards. Indiana again had a couple chances there to cut a little closer, Rebecca, if not for those turnovers.
They've been stuck on this score for a while.
Edwards gets, wow. That looked like a clean block, but a foul called against Holmes, and Edwards is going to shoot 2. Let's see, Rebecca.
Oh, it's a clean block. Yep, her right hand isn't doing anything. Her left hand is blocking the heck out of the ball, and that's her 4th foul.
So 4 on Cardano Hillary, Goulbe, and Holmes. This crew is mostly letting them play in the first half. We have had an abundance of whistles in the second half.
Shall I say an overabundance?
I think you are credentialed enough to say so. Edwards missed them both. Nelson Adota crashes to the floor. We're going to have a held ball here. And the possession arrow belongs to Indiana.
Goulbe had the held ball with her hands. Did she? Cardano Hillary? She was clasping that thing with both feet.
That's the soccer background.
That's right. Look at her, look at her, look at those feet. I'm not letting that go.
Grew up in Spain, moved to Texas when she was 12, started off playing soccer, and then her mom, who played basketball, said, hey, why don't you try this sport? And basketball worked out pretty well for Cardano Hillary. Berger, no. And Nelson Adota the rebound. Hey, we're still stuck on that score.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
A minute.
Williams shimmies through 2, couldn't slip it in. Indiana getting stops now, but not scores. Holmes. Oh, what finesse with the left hand.
Incredible balance, great feet. She starts going one way. I don't know, somebody's there, I'll go the other.
Holmes, a junior out of Maine. Connecticut has not scored in 4 minutes. Now they have. Bueckers lays it in. She has 15.
Nelson Adota with an assist, one of the best passing big players in the country.
Berger. Creates some space, can't hit. Rebound, flagged down by Nelson Adota.
UConn's bigs have done an extraordinary job getting to the glass, offensively and defensively.
UConn a plus 10 on the glass. 11 rebounds for Nelson Adota. Bueckers around the screen, missed it short. Straight on 3, No for Goulbe. Williams snares it. Under 5 minutes to go. A 13-point UConn lead and a trip to the Elite Eight on the line as Gino Auriemma's going to take a timeout. One of these teams has a meeting with NC State Monday night. UConn trying to hang on.
Olivia Nelson-Ododa, along with Evina Westbrook, leads her team in assists. That's a 6'5" assister.
No player on this current UConn roster has won a national championship. They have been to Final Fours, but they have not conquered them yet.
Finals 4 or Final Fours?
I go with Final Fours.
Okay.
But if you want to,
I'll go with what you go with.
If you want to be strange, I'm not going to stop you. Here's Fudd. Throw it into the backcourt. They're going to say that was deflected. Terry Moore isn't sure. It didn't look deflected to me either. And Bueckers puts it on the rim. Nelson-Ododa lays it in. So UConn able to turn it into 2. Terry Morin's still confused. She did not think it was deflected.
The absolute difference in this game has been Connecticut's efficiency on the offensive glass.
Oh, Nelson-Ododa jumps the root. Turnovers have been an issue as well for Indiana. Turnovers now from Indiana. Bueckers around a screen. In the corner, Fudd, short. Berger the rebound, busting ahead. Berger taking on Bueckers and laying it in, plus the foul. A chance for 3 for Grace Berger.
Great job by Berger. That was a tough finish. Crossing over the front of the rim and here, getting a defensive board, and that's what you need. Get a stop. You can fuel your transition, score quickly. Tough take and wad.
4th foul on Bueckers. As Berger a chance for 3.
Bueckers with a lot of minutes here. 32 in their round 2 game, right?
32 again so far tonight. Berger completes the 3-point play. 12-point game. Nika Mule back in. Bueckers checks out. Nelson-Ododa going to calm things down. Williams, we're going to take on Cardano Hillary.
Smart. You want to break the pressure, but then use the shot clock.
Westbrook, trapped, trying to dribble away from it. Pull-up jumper, short. Another offensive rebound, another putback. Edwards on the O boards.
I think that would officially be beast mode.
I'd say so. Berger is fouled by Westbrook, and Berger will shoot 2.
Aaliyah Edwards, Olivia Nelson-Ododa all game have been a handful when they've gotten to the offensive glass. Here, this is nobody's but mine, and able to finish.
UConn has dominated the offensive glass all game long. Berger will shoot 2. We saw a pretty special performance on the glass last night from Aaliyah Boston.
Oh, ridiculous.
South Carolina's win over North Carolina.
That was beast mode as well.
Yeah. Aaliyah's been locked in like that on the glass basically since she stepped foot on the campus. UConn bigs today. 10 offensive rebounds between Nelson-Ododa and Edwards.
Yeah, they've done exactly what they have needed to do here.
12-point game. Indiana putting some pressure on. UConn running clock. Oh, Berger comes up with a steal. Here's Berger, pull-up jumper. Might have rushed it a bit. And now Williams, the crossover, 3-on-1. Edwards lays it in. Back to 14. 2 minutes to go. Cardano Hillary doesn't get the roll. Nelson Adota secures it. UConn on the brink. And a timeout taken by UConn. It looked very much like a time in for Gino Auriemma, though.
Christyn Williams talked about her time as a point guard because of UConn's injuries this season. That crossover was smooth, and then look at the delivery. When you're in transition, you have to keep the ball enough to engage the defender to make that pass. Beautiful job by Christyn Williams.
Well, Indiana down 14, and Rebecca, there's just incredible continuity when you talk about Indiana and the elder members of their team. 7,863 combined points, 626 combined games played. Cardano Hillary, Goulbay, Patberg, may all very well be playing their final minute and 46 seconds.
Helped Indiana do something that the program had never been done before. Sweet 16 this year, Elite 8 a season ago.
Grace Berger will come back for another season. Mackenzie Holmes just a junior right now, but Patberg, Cardano Hillary, Goulbay, all on the brink of seeing their collegiate careers come to a close. And they have led Indiana to things that have never been done in this program's history. Foul on Patberg. Westbrook will go to the line.
Now, we saw earlier in the year, UConn, UCLA. Big lead, couldn't convert at the free throw line. UCLA was able to come back in that one. What hurts Indiana here, of course, is their lack of three-point shooting.
Well, I just want to say Allie Patberg has been absolutely fantastic. The seniors on this Indiana team, but her in particular, her 7th season of college basketball, she's overcome an ACL injury, a shoulder injury. She grew up about an hour away from Bloomington, and this program has meant everything to her. Just shout out to her, one of only 2 players in Division I history that we could find that have played 7 seasons of college basketball. She has given her heart and soul to this program, and now she will graduate in just a few weeks with her master's degree. So can't wait to see what the future holds for this young lady. Of course, she wants to play and coach in her future.
Yeah, said she loves the game and wants to stick with it. By the way, Isis Young, the other player we could find to play 7 seasons. Goulbay off on a 3, rebound Westbrook, 1:20 to go, 16-point UConn lead. NC State awaits the winner of this game. And now for our player of the game, brought to you by Orgain Protein, Olivia Nelson Adota, a senior, cleaning up on the glass, a double-double, her first in NCAA tournament career. And now Indiana, speaking of seniors, going to empty the bench a bit. Cardano Hillary will check out. So will Goulbay. Allie Patberg as well. As those 3 can hold their heads high, taking Indiana to its first ever Elite 8 a season ago. Got them back to the Sweet 16 this season. Just the 2nd time in school history in the 64-team format. Last year and this year, that's it. Holmes turns the corner and lays it in. UConn about to win its 13th straight game. They have been hot. Were able to survive UCF. Found their rhythm here today in the second half against Indiana. And it's going to be some showdown with NC State Monday night on ESPN. Williams floats it in. A little window dressing for Connecticut. And a timeout taken by Indiana to get a couple more subs in. Terry Morin will get Berger and Holmes out. Bueckers will check out for UConn. Nelson Ododa as well. Williams, a big game. She checks out as well. 10,000 here in Bridgeport. Many of them UConn fans delighted by the performance from the Huskies here today.
One question you have with the hard hit that Paige Bueckers took earlier in this game. 2 days, 48 hours. How will her leg and knee respond as they get ready for NC State?
UConn can dribble this out. Crowd rises to its feet. The UConn Huskies are headed to a 16th straight Elite Eight. They take care of Indiana, 75-58 the final. And it's the end of the road for this historic Indiana group. Gino Auriemma's team advances to face NC State Monday night, 7 Eastern on ESPN. What a game that's going to be. The top 2 seeds advancing to the Elite Eight. Both sides of this portion of the bracket. Stanford, Texas tomorrow night, and then NC State, UConn. Remember, 2 more Sweet 16 games still to come here on ESPN today. So the action continues. It'll be Tennessee and Louisville coming up next on ESPN2. UConn, a 75-58 win over Indiana's experienced team as Paige Bueckers is with Holly Rowe.
Well, Paige, there's so much excitement in this building as you guys take on the Sweet 16. Tell me a little bit about that first half. It was close at halftime.
Yeah, we knew it was going to come out and be a very competitive game. Indiana's a very good team. All tips are head to them. But we just wanted to come out with energy, with passion, and we want to play every game like it's our last because it's win or go home.
You had a scary moment that game where you kind of grab your knee, you come over to the bench. How are you playing without worrying about it being mindful of it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get back to myself. I tell myself playground pays all the time. It's easy when you get back from an injury to think about it and be so mentally caught up in it. I'm just trying to get back to myself so I can be the best person I can for this team.
You said you have to accept this version of you. How was this version of you good enough today?
I think I played with a lot of energy. I try to lead this team by example by playing just really hard and communicating and just leading our group. And I just want to play as hard as I can.
Cannot not give your bigs a shout out. Tell me about how the glass dominated this game. Olivia was terrific and so was Aaliyah.
Yeah, they're beasts. I mean, Indiana's bigs are huge as well, so they're really good. But our bigs came to battle, and tips are head to them. They played amazing. I love Aaliyah. I love Liv. I love Dorka. I love all my guys, so I'm really proud of them.
Thank you, Paige.
Yep, thank you.
Well, UConn, a 75-58 win over Indiana, headed to a 16th straight Elite Eight.